Hello everybody, what's going on and welcome back to My Player Career Mode, episode number 13 coming your way today. I hope you're all doing well and we've got 5 more games of action dropping for you, starting with a couple of post-con matches to check out the highlights of, and then later on we take on Portsmouth, Preston and Sunderland all in the live portion. So sit back, relax and enjoy as we start the day off with Derby County at Carrow Road. And to say I ballooned the first chance of the game would be an understatement. It wasn't my finest effort by any means. The cross from the wide area on the weaker right foot, and as you can see, I didn't really get the shot that we were hoping for with that one. So yeah, very, very poor from us. But Derby County actually, they took their first chance of the game, 37 minutes in, working the ball up well towards Marriott, and he smashed in for their first goal of the day. So compare the two efforts. One ballooned over the bar, the other one in the back of the net. Yep, not good from us. However, just before half-time, I was thinking 1-0 at half-time isn't the worst result in the world. We can definitely come back from it. But Josef soon had other ideas as he put Derby County 2 in front. And Norwich were crumbling at home. Is there a possible fight back on? It's going to have to be a big second half to get something from the game. But ultimately, Derby were running rampant here, and we had to find something. And with 19 minutes to play, when we played through Hernandez, I thought we'd maybe get back into the game. However, his shot cannoned back off the post. And then I realised that it wasn't going to be our day. 5 minutes from time after Ronaldo chopped past the defender, looked for that far corner with the left foot, hit the outside the post, and the ball went out of play. So at that point, I was like, okay, you can clearly see it's just not our day at the office today. We'll have to write this in as a bad day. Derby, in the first half, taking their first 2 chances. They deserve to be in front at the break. We didn't really do a lot. But on another day, if our chance and the Hernandez effort had gone in, that would have been a 2-2 draw. We move on anyway, though, into Bristol City away. And as we pick up a free kick 25 minutes in, you knew there was only really one person to take this, and it was Wittek. Now, we saw him score a very good free kick for us to get the win in a recent episode. Could he do it again? 21 yards away from goal, stepping up to the plate, over the wall, clipping the inside of the right post, and nestling in the back of the net to give Norwich a 1-0 lead. This man is something of a set-piece specialist for us here at Norwich. Have a look at it from this angle. A class free kick, and you can't ask for much more than that. And in fact, we were 2-0 up not too long later. Found by Thompson, this time fake shot into the same position or a similar position that we're in against Derby when we missed that chance. And this time we just calmly pass it into the bottom corner. That's what we should have done against Derby, and we didn't quite do that. So, yeah, better on this occasion, making sure to make it 2-0. Bristol City were struggling to contend with us at this point, and in the second half, we made it 3. Pookie with the effort into the bottom corner after a very simple pass from us. Says great assist, but there wasn't too much great about it. It was an easy ball. Straight to Pookie, who did the rest. And with 24 minutes to play, we had a 4th. This time, the ball in towards Dermot, who'd come off the bench to make it 4-0 Norwich. And that was the final score from that game as we enter into the live portion of the day. So 1 win, 1 defeat. Let's see how we get on with the rest of the episode. Enjoy it. We are now at the halfway stage of the championship season, and we are getting into 2021 pretty soon. Before that, there's 3 games left of December. We've got Portsmouth, then Preston, and then Sunderland. All 3 are away from home, and our inconsistency in these type of games is what could cost us. So you'd expect this, looking at league position, to potentially be 3 wins in a row. But as you've seen from this Norwich team at times, these are the games that we end up slipping up in. I mean, Sunderland, 2nd from bottom. Portsmouth, 4th from bottom. Preston, 14th. So, if you were to look at these games, you'd expect us to pick up 9 points. However, that might not be what happens. But there's the table anyway. First game of these 3 is Portsmouth away. So, let's waste no time. Let's head into the game. Just to let you know as well, this game here against Portsmouth will be back to Ultimate difficulty. The last one you saw, the last post-com game, was on Legendary, but we'll go back to Ultimate, and if I need to swap it around, I will. It's more about trying to make the games as entertaining as they possibly can be, because I know that you guys like to see goals. So I'm glad that we got to see a lot of them in the first 2 games of the day. What will we see from the game against Portsmouth? Corner ball. Buendia to take it. Sends it in. Williams heads it out. Now Wittek, who's got a brilliant free kick in the post-con part of today. Found us with a pass. We tried our effort, and it was kept out by the Portsmouth goalkeeper. Yeah, Wittek's free kick in that game was just unreal. So if we get another one in and around that penalty area, we want him to be taking them because there's every chance we might find the goal. Portsmouth now then, after giving away that chance, which was saved by their keeper, looking for a chance of their own. Walks his ball, though, is simple, but I've given it straight to Cannon. That's not what I tried to do at all. Thankfully, we've got away with it in the end. But what am I doing? I just can't seem to protect the ball in this early stage. Marquis now looking for the ball through, and we will get possession back. I mentioned it earlier, talking about the fact that, you know, these are the teams you'd expect us to beat, but the way we play against them, just we never seem to show up. We do okay against the big teams, and then we come up against the teams that you would expect us to get 3 points against, and then we get this type of performance. As we now look up towards the feet of Pukki. Great fake shot. Pukki in towards my path. Ball through towards Thompson, who's in, but only hits the shot straight at the Portsmouth number 1. You've got to be doing better with a finish like that, Thompson. Goal is gaping, and he can't even put it in a corner. He's hit it straight at the goalkeeper. Well, corner ball, and that's not really what you want to see. Straight out by Evans. We've got 15 minutes to play here. And I expect this to be a 0-0 draw unless we can find the opportunity, which we can't there with passes like that. Hernandez's ball down this left-hand side for us to chase. We've got there too. We're running a little bit low on stamina, but can we find the correct ball towards the middle? Pukki! You have to be joking! You've got to finish that! Teemu Pukki! What is that? This is the Norwich that we get when we take on these newly promoted sides or teams that we should be beating. How is Pukki not scoring that? A minute of injury time remain as that free kick is given the way of Portsmouth just to chew the clock down even more. And there it's going to be then. Full time from Fratton Park. We're back in control. I just didn't have the time. Portsmouth 0, Norwich 0. And we should have won the game. The couple of chances we had late on, especially that Pukki one, we should have got the 3 points. There's no arguments about that. Awful. Now over to Preston then, away at their place. We're not quite fully fit, but we're still going to start the game. Again, sticking with ultimate difficulty. Cantwell's come in on the left wing. Sanchez has come in on the right, but Pukki keeps his spot up front after missing that chance, which would have won us the game against Portsmouth. I don't even want to show you the table right now because I don't want to look at it. I just want to make sure that we take it game by game. I don't even want to think about how far we are now away from Villa because it's getting to be a little bit ridiculous. But let's see if we can turn the fortunes around with this game here against Preston. Now, you know what? I mentioned it. We do okay against the bigger teams and the teams that may be in the mid-table section. So we'll probably do all right here. And then we'll play against Sunderland and be awful again. It's just the way we've been doing it. We're just so inconsistent. Sam Byram now helps its way through towards Oz. Possession in the penalty area. Now it goes to Tribal, whose quick shot is kept out by the goalkeeper. I'm not sure how much he knew of that, though. Saved it onto the post. And hang on a second, because here come Preston. Turning a defence into attack. Left-hand side, cross into the box. Malt's there. And Lewis Malt's headed over from close range. Great interchangeable play, and here now then is Sanchez as Norwich come forward. Sanchez must go it alone, and he has done! Sanchez, with a minute until half-time, puts Norwich in front. And as the first half goes, it has been very end-to-end here. You saw it with that couple of chances earlier on where we had the shot straight into Malt's header. It has been very end-to-end, and you just sense that the goal was maybe coming before the break, and it's us who's got it. Sanchez, we played him the pass and he just ran all the way and finished it. One of the simple ways to score a goal is just run it down, and that's exactly what Sanchez did. Fires in at the near post, Norwich in front. Great ball from Colley, finds us as we're now into the byline. There's the delivery, Sanchez, what a save by Ripley! That is what goalkeepers are paid to do. Come up with mad saves in the times when you don't expect them to. What a save. Complete madness. How has he kept that out? He's got no right of saving it. Oh, man, it should have been Norwich 2-0 in front. Sanchez should have had his second goal. Potts is delivering towards the box. Krul, he's flapped at it. And he's got away with it. Preston with the opportunity of an equaliser with 13 minutes to play. I was going to say, are we going to come back to rue that missed chance where the keeper pulled off that unbelievable save as that ball over the top to Pookie is not going to work out. Ripley has it. Yeah, Ripley's save was unbelievable. And I thought, will we maybe come back to rue that missed chance? Well, Preston with an opportunity. Their header straight into the hands of Tim Krul, and maybe we should be level here. As it stands, though, we're heading to 3 points. Stockley looking for an over-the-top ball. Retsos finds Zimmerman. And as long as we keep hold of the ball, time will tick away, and we will head towards those 3 points. Leitner's ball over the top is great as it picks out Retsos. And here goes Retsos then. Can he find a good cutback, though? We're on the edge of the penalty area. Goes instead to Cantwell! Norwich double their advantage and are now heading to a massive 3 points. Todd Cantwell makes sure. Steeperman just carrying forward, and there is full time. Preston North End 0, Norwich 2. It is back to winning ways for us, but that is what we expected. These, mid-table teams, top side of the table teams, we always seem to put in a performance. It's against the teams who we really shouldn't drop points to that we end up doing. I bet if we look through, there's quite a few of those in there. So, yeah, 2-0 win, good win in the end, but now it's Sunderland. And the way we played against Portsmouth earlier makes me think we're going to have that again against Sunderland. But then we do this. So we've shown we can put in a performance. We now need to do it against Sunderland. Buendia moves out to the right-hand side for this game against Sunderland. And Thompson comes into central midfield. Usually it's the other way around. We normally have Buendia in central mid. Thompson out on the right. But the boss has gone with that team. So, yeah, we're looking for the victory here at the Stadium of Light. Forgot to change my kit number. Facepalm. Why is it in the game still? Sorry for that, guys. I will hopefully remember to do it for any future games. But there is probably going to be quite a few times that I forget to change it back to number 10. I don't even know why it still exists, that bug. Hernandez already putting himself into a challenge here. Sunderland now then forced to defend after the first 2 minutes of the game. Dermich turning, finding the ball in towards our feet. It's taken 3 minutes for Norwich to find the breakthrough. And this is much more like it. As we are in front. Celebrating as well. And what a lightning fast start it's been here. It all started with Hernandez winning the challenge on the edge of the D in the centre circle. And after that, it was just so quick by Norwich as we break through. Dermich lays it into our path. This one, we simply cannot miss. And already in front, that takes a lot of pressure off us as well. Because I've been finding that in a lot of games like these type of games where it's 0-0, we're then sort of having to find the opportunity to go in front. But now we can sort of play with a little bit more freedom. Not have to worry about trying to break down the defence. And hopefully this will lead to more goals. Here comes Aidan McGeady then for the home side. Down this left-hand side. Trying to maybe look for somebody free in the box. Hasn't quite got it. Goes to the byline. Lovely pick out. And a brilliant block by Retsos. Keeps the score 1-0 Norwich. I'm not sure Tim Krul would have had that covered. Great defending from Retsos. And now Dobson picking out another ball. Wyke hit it so well. But he didn't have the accuracy. The connection with the shot though. So much power. Oh, he's very close. He is so close for Sunderland's equaliser. That's twice in a matter of minutes that Sunderland have got in down that left-hand side for them. Of course, the right-hand side for Norwich. Sam Byram not quite covering himself defensively. Dermich, great turn, finds Buendia. Buendia back towards Dermich. Down in the penalty area. He's fallen for Thompson anyway. And saved in the end. As another chance goes the way of Norwich. We're looking to get control back in the game now that we showcased in the earlier stages. And seemingly, we are back in control of this game. Wittek's delivery, though, is not good as Sunderland deal with the danger. And they had that great spell, didn't they, as they looked to sort of get themselves back in this game. But now we are back in control. Buendia gave away the ball without playing the pass. Now Ledbetter towards the feet of Maguire. We've got a minute and a half left of normal time of this first half. Then, of course, we enter injury time. And this is the moment you don't want to concede just before the break. Tribal has possession. And as long as we don't give away the ball, we should go in at half-time 1-0 in front. But maybe we can make it 2. Sam Byram and Buendia combine. Now finds the pass towards Thompson. Great pick out towards us. Shot comes in. And we've dragged it wide of that right-hand side of the post. It was a difficult chance, but we very nearly caught it. But there's half-time anyway, and we are in front. Quick 1-2 with Wittek. We get it straight back. And now Dermich finds us with the ball into the penalty area. Should have been 2. Maybe should have laid it across instead. I will say Thompson is having probably his best game that he's had in a Norwich shirt at central midfield today. So maybe that's the position to be playing him in. He's dictating the play a lot from that central midfield area. But I've got to be doing better with that shot. I just burst into the box and thought, this is the moment. Not quite. And I do feel we do need a second goal here because Sunderland have shown that they can create a couple of chances. Hernandez. Again, though, it's Norwich back on the front foot, as you would expect. Dermich is through. Offside flag, maybe. Nope. And it's in the back of the net. Norwich 2, Sunderland 0. When you ask for the second goal, it comes your way. Fantastic finish from Dermich. The question is, though, is he actually offside? Because it looked a little bit like it was. Maybe somebody we can't see off camera has kept him on. Maybe it's that guy there on the left, number 5. I actually don't know, but the goal is standing. And Norwich have their second goal. 2-goal advantage now then. And I feel like this should definitely be the 3 points coming our way. Will Grigg just brought on for Sunderland. I'm not sure why he wasn't starting the game. Here is Aidan McGeady. Again towards that byline. Beautiful pick out. It is a Sunderland goal. And there is still 18 minutes to play. So when I said earlier about these 3 points definitely being in the bag, even if Sunderland got a goal back, if that's how easy it is for them to get a goal back, I'm not so sure now. It was just so simple. McGeady to the byline, picks it out. And there's the finish. Well, have they got enough, Sunderland, to pull themselves back level in the game? As another change comes through for Norwich. Tribal off. And I believe that's our 3rd change of the game. So I don't think we'll see any more, which means we will see this game out. Well then. I actually didn't feel like Sunderland were going to get a goal, and they've got one now, so this will be a very interesting last 15 minutes. Wittek's ball finds Hernandez. Great control shown as well by Hernandez, who keeps it in play. Finds us 2. Delivery towards the back post. Dobson heads it away for Sunderland, only as far as Wittek. Now Herrera again. Hernandez. Lovely ball yet again through to us. Another cross this time towards Pukki. Norwich make it 3 with one of the last attacks of the game. It's Teemu Pukki who's got it. Carbon copy of the initial chance with the cross towards the back post, which was won in the end by Dobson for Sunderland. But then straight after, the same thing. This time the cross is better. Pukki does what Pukki does. And he should have finished the chance against Portsmouth. He made no mistake with this one against Sunderland. 3-1, and that should be the final score. There it is then. 3-1, the full-time results. And it's a result as well that will solidify, hopefully, our top 6 position. We have quite a big points gap to 7th place right now. So that's the positive we can take from this. The negative is that we're falling away from the automatic promotion spots. But we'll check out the league table in a moment, as that is the final game of today. And here is that league table then. As we sit 4th now. Leeds have been dropping off, it seems like. But you can see, right? Look at the goals scored for the teams in the top 6. Oz and West Brom not having a very good time of the goals scored charts. Villa, it's just, what can you say? I'm running out of superlatives to describe them, really, because they're just continuing the form they've been showing. And as it stands, we're 13 behind Sheffield United in 2nd. But I did say we had a nice points gap to the team down in 7th. We are 7 clear of Reading, and actually 7 clear of West Brom as well. So, yeah, we're sort of in and around that top 6. We are 4 behind Brentford. I will be very surprised if we end up catching up to Sheffield United in 2nd place. Forget about Villa. They're running away with it. The only thing I want to do is try and stop their unbeaten run when we next play them, because I don't want them going fully unbeaten, having not joined them. So, yeah. It doesn't matter if we get up through the playoffs or through the top 2. As long as we're playing Premier League football next season, I don't mind how we get there. But massive thank you anyway for watching this episode. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, a massive thank you as well for all of your support. If you are new around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you all again with another video very, very soon. Until next time, have a great day, have a great evening. Catch you all again. Adios.